How does someone from Uzbekistan ends up in Turkey? Is that something that happens a lot? Is that common? And particularly because I myself, for example, have quite a few followers from Central Asia, but I believe that in most of the world we know nothing about Central Asia. So perhaps you could start by telling us where is Uzbekistan and how we differentiate it from different countries. For example, if there is a follower here that say, wait, Uzbekistan, is that the same as Kazakhstan or Tajikistan? So what's the difference and what are the main characteristics of your country?
Our country only, how to say, it's most of, we have two parts, modern and historical parts, and we have a lot of historical sites. And I am from Bukhara, which is a more historical place, and most of the people speak in Uzbek. And now in English is developing day by day in this day, but in the future I intend to speak in English in my Instagram, inshallah, because I want my followers will be all over the world. When I speak only in Uzbek, my followers will be only in Uzbek. When I speak English and different kind of language, most of the followers will be in the world. Maybe I want to be popular doctor for this reason. In the future I speak in Uzbek after maybe 2 or 3 years. Because now when I speak in English in my Instagram, most of the my country's people don't know and they don't understand me, and for this reason they don't want to follow me.
I totally understand you. That's exactly the same reasoning behind my page and my channel being in English. I actually have two YouTube channels, for example. One is in English, one is in Portuguese. And when I started posting things, I started posting in Portuguese on my English channel. And then eventually I pretty much thought, wait, hold on. There are like 2 billion people in the world that can speak some amount of English, whereas there's like 250 million that speak Portuguese. Maybe I should do more videos in English. And then eventually I started making only English spoken videos on my main channel, and I started a second one for posting Portuguese videos. But my Instagram page is almost entirely in English, and English is not my native language. My native language is Portuguese. And the idea is exactly that one. Let's do the videos so that the largest amount of people can understand them. And I'm eagerly awaiting for a new update to YouTube. You have a YouTube as well. And YouTube started rolling out last year a feature that allows AI-powered translation of videos, which allows dubbing. I already subtitled my videos on other languages, but I'm very eager to have dubbing, so you could watch my video and hear as if I was speaking, for example, in Uzbek. That's going to be really interesting. It's going to open an immense audience for us, because you could just record in English and have it auto-translate to all languages. I would like to see if Instagram is going to do something like that. But that would definitely solve our problem with your audience of posting in English and have people understand in Uzbek. So I've heard about the city of Bukhara before. If I mispronounce it, please correct me, because it's very hard for most Latin languages
Bukhara.
to pronounce
Bukhara.
Bukhara,
Bukhara.
to pronounce the Bukhara, the K and G, K sounds. It's it sounds counterintuitive to us. As I talked before our talk here, I tried learning some Arabic, and my Arabic pronunciation is probably completely incomprehensible because of some of these sounds. But then again, we have the same problem with English, with some phonemes that do not exist in other languages, such as for example. But I digress. Let's go back to the main talk here. I've heard about Bukhara before. The name is familiar to me. What is the city famous for? I've seen some historical monuments.
Yes.
Was it the capital of some empire or something in the past?
The capital of my city is Tashkent. But Bukhara is not capital in Uzbekistan. Bukhara is famous for food, their palo, their special palo, and famous for their most of the historical place. Most of the tourists every year, a lot of tourists come to our country to see our historical buildings. To tell the truth, Bukhara is a museum under the open air.